So my name is Bob Gonke, and I lead an organization of our fleet consulting executives here at Wheels. Essentially, these are the individuals that are aligned as strategic partners to our clients. And our job is to understand the client's business, how fleet supports that business, and then formulate the plans and recommendations to achieve those objectives. So at the end of the day, the projects and plans we work with our clients are different. It's different for every client. But the constant that's at the heart of it all is the driver. And whether it be a medical device fleet that has an individual that's delivering life-saving technology to a hospital, or it's an energy fleet where the individual is working and maintaining pipelines to get fuel to your gas station, or a food service fleet where the individual is making sure your favorite cereals and breakfast bars are in the supermarket, the driver is at the heart of it. They're probably just as, if not more important than the vehicle being used to get them from point A to point B. To me, driver engagement is a mix of a few different things. So, is the driver safe? Is the driver productive? Are they satisfied with the fleet policy, with the selector choices? All of those things together make an engaged driver, someone that buys into the fleet and the policy. That's really a big reason why I think that should be an area of optimization and focus for all fleets, especially in an environment today where hiring and retaining employees and drivers is becoming more difficult by the day. I think with any relationship, whether it be a happy marriage or a fleet office to fleet driver relationship, communication is really key. And that could come in a lot of different forms. You could speak about fleet topics during a town hall. You could review policy or selector choices at a national sales meeting. A monthly email or newsletter from the fleet office to the drivers that contains pertinent information. I think there are a lot of different things you can do to make sure that those expectations are clear and the communication that the drivers need is out there to them. So number two, I'd say making sure the driver's voice is heard. One way I've seen it be particularly effective is within a driver survey. It could be annual, it could be biannual, but basically sending a message out to the driver population and asking them questions about how the fleet office is doing, how your fleet management partner is doing. Maybe adding a question like, if we electrified the fleet in 2 years, would you be comfortable driving an EV? Things like that. The more important part of all of that would be taking that information and actually building an action plan and communicating that back to the drivers. You spoke, we listened. An example is during the survey, a lot of drivers said that it was very hard bringing marketing materials into a vehicle. And so maybe one of the outputs of that is all the future vehicles will have an electronic liftgate, some things like that. Number three, making sure your drivers are safe. And I don't mean just doing, standard safety training and updating your fleet policy, but, really making sure that the driver knows and feels that at the end of the day, your goal is to get them home safe each and every night to their families, building a safety culture. And you can do that a lot of ways. Top-down support from leadership, rewards for safe driving behaviors, could be safety training, continuous monitoring, telematics. There's a lot you can do to support the safety of the driver, but at the end of the day, making sure they know that you care about their safety is essential. So number four, driver productivity. And for the driver, fleet should be the easy button and not the burden. Making sure that they have access to technology like a mobile app that's intuitive, it provides some kind of actionable insight, one-stop shop for their fleet-related tasks. I think nowadays that's really a necessity and not just the nice to have as it was in the past. I really hope the viewers here work with Wheels as their fleet management company, but even if they don't, I encourage them to use that strategic contact at the fleet partner that they do work with. My team at Wheels, they live and breathe fleet each and every day, and as a result of that, they have a lot of ideas and recommendations that have worked for other clients that they could custom tailor to other clients. Lean on those experts and start building a plan for a more engaged driver population. So before we wrap up, don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, follow our YouTube channel, never miss an update, never skip a beat, and together, let's go far.